Good morning. I hope you guys have had a great last few weeks. Even though I can't see you, I just picture you outside playing, having fun, and then I get to read all your writing, and that's the best part of my whole week. Okay, I want to start today by telling you, I read your stuff you sent home back to me about the poetry we did. And this one was when it was called Erase or Poop. So I want to read some of them to you. This one, I don't have a name on it. I accidentally ripped off the part that had the name. Okay, this one says, I have a bird that poops everywhere, and I don't care. And he is a pretty color of blue, and he tells everything that is true. This one is Bo. Okay, Bo, you wrote, spring here, goodbye snow, flowers grow, birds and bees, leaves on trees, hello spring, It's pretty impressive, Bo. All right, this one's Williams. I have silly slime that smells like lime, make your face run a race. I love it. This one is Jaden's. The hungry toilet, one day my toilet came to life. It came after me with a knife. My toilet chased me all around the house. I had to be quiet as a mouse. But then my toilet snuck up behind me and opened wide, and I did not see. Chomp. Flush. Good onomatopoeia, Jaden. I hope he's still around. It sounds like he was eaten by his toilet. That's definitely not a good day. Okay, here's another one, but I tore off the name. I'm sorry. This one is, my cat went up a tree and spilled my tea. He wouldn't get out of the tree, so I counted 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm pretty sure that's Karma's. Okay, while we're sitting here, let's look at our winners for last week. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is getting to be a tight race. I've got some impressive readers. I am going to choose 2 people from each grade. It can be 2 people from first grade, the top 2 people, and 2 people from second, so a total of 4. My top 2 first graders for last week were Bella Jackson with 42 points and Jaden Hawthorne with 61 points. My top 2 second graders from last week were Evan Treasure with 21 points and Carbon Brazendine with 20 points. And if you'll look right here, the last time I checked our points, we had read 5,009 books. We are now at 5,127 books. 5,127 books, but we went up to an 88%. So that is very, very good. I am very proud of you. Keep up the good work. I have got the best readers in the whole school. So proud of you. Okay, guys, let's go through our packet. A lot of our stuff is the same. We have some different math, but I still want you to learn both because that's just how smart you are. For your writing, you're going to be doing an opinion writing. So remember to begin with, in my opinion, comma, and you're going to begin with your topic sentence. Don't forget your supporting details and your closure. It looks like this. I will choose some to read for next week. Then we're going to continue on with poetry. You have a poem called My Baby Brother. On the back, you have some questions about the poem. You have your regular fluency. You're used to that. Now, what we're going to start looking at this week, and we'll do some together in a minute, is some editing. Finding the mistakes, which is kind of like a puzzle. I'll show you a sentence, and you try to find where the mistake is. Remember in our morning message when we used to do that? So we'll try that. This is what that one looks like. Okay. Synonyms and antonyms. We're going to be going over those. Do you remember what they are? We'll look back at our anchor chart and see if we can remember in a second. Second grade, you're going to be doing some money, counting some money. I think it was Jaden, if I remember right, that was doing a lot of the IXL for money. He was faster than I was on some of that stuff. So we're going to be counting with some quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. And finding some different ways to do that. You're also going to be doing your regular fractions. You're used to that. Graphing, you're used to that. This is the synonym and antonym page, and it also has it on the back. Now, if you can't cut and paste, don't worry about it. I know some of you don't have scissors and glue at home. Just write it in the box, which ones are synonyms and which ones are antonyms. All right. That's it for your packet this week. I can't wait to read some of your writing. I'll read it, I promise, next week. I miss you guys. All right, guys, let's start with looking at some of our math, okay? In your packet, there's a variety or a whole lot of different stuff that we've talked about before. And I'm pretty sure a lot of it's the same, like our fractions and our graphing, things we've been talking about for a long time. But let's look at some of our addition. Even though we've done it a whole bunch, the more you do, the better. So when we're adding larger numbers, we start with the 1 side. So cover up the 10 side. 7 and 7 is a double. What's 7 plus 7? 14. 14, there's one group of 10 and 4 ones. Okay? 10 side, 6. 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay? Let's move over here. Now I want you to tell me greater than, less than, or equal to. All right, well, first let's figure out what these numbers are. 8 tens. How much is 8 tens? Well, 10 groups of 8 would be like, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I'm going to write 80. Over here, 4 tens and 6 ones. 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So now you tell me what's bigger, 80 or 46? 80. Okay? All right. Now we're looking at place value. Again, this is something we know. Now my drawing's not exactly perfect, but these are my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. Let's count it together. 100, 200, 210, 220, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234. Okay? But now how do we write that? There's 2 hundreds, 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ones. 234. All right. Expanded form. Do you remember? Let's remember. We have 963. I want you to write it in an expanded form. How many hundreds? There's 9 100s. 9 100s is the same as 900. And there's how many tens? 6 tens. 6 tens is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And how many ones? 3 ones. So 900 plus 60 plus 3 is equal to 963. Is this all ringing a bell? Okay. All right. Let's see what we have up here. We're going to be counting money. But first we need to remember our coins, right? So we have our quarters. A quarter's worth what? 25 cents. We have our dime, and our dime is worth 10 cents. We have our nickel. A nickel's worth 5 cents. And we have our penny. And a penny is worth 1 cent. Just in case you need to remember. Okay, so I have some money over here. Let's see if we can count it together. First, we got to figure out where the coins are. Here we have quarters. 2 quarters. You remember how to count by quarters? 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. So we have two of them. So it's going to be 25, 50. So how much do we have in quarters? We have 50 cents, right? Okay. Let me make that a little darker. Okay. Now we have down here just nickels. Well, if we're counting nickels, we need to count by what? Fives. Let's do that. 5, 10, 15, 20. We have 20 cents in nickels. Okay. What is 50? Well, let's do this the right way. Cover up the 10 side. 0 and 0 is 0. 5 plus 2 is 7. We have 70 cents. Now, in our packet, you're going to be adding money just like this. But then it's going to say, what's another way you can make 70 cents? Well, if I were going to, I know William would have his hand up, Jackson Cook, a lot of you. But if I were going to do it, I could do just dimes and do 7 dimes. Because if a dime is worth 10 cents, it would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. But there's other ways. You could do 5 dimes and, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then I could switch to nickels and do 4 nickels. Anyway, you'll do it. You'll decide, and I can't wait to see it.